What's going on? Welcome back to the episode of PvP Legacy. Last night was exhausting, so I don't want to spoil too much because the video's not out yet, and honestly, I haven't even like edited it yet. But okay, so last night, me and Exil were just kind of just chilling, right? And then we're like, you know what? Let's do a Cuphead recording. Why not? So we did. We went to go do a Cuphead recording, and it went about as well as you would expect. This guy is like all over the screen, dude. Like, relax. But anyway, so yeah, it was just absolutely chaotic. I mean, it started out very alright, you know. A lot of the bosses were kind of tame. We did them in a couple of tries, as you would expect. Especially, you know, for me being a newer player and not having like the same like game knowledge that Exil has. You know, especially for not having that. Are you gonna do anything other than bow spamming? Is this all you're gonna do, man? Whatever. So yeah, it was going okay until we got to a certain boss that just kind of cooked us, man. It just oh yeah, you're not wrong. So when we got to this certain boss, I didn't know how to fight it at all because again, I'm brand new to the series, never played before. Exil has the game knowledge that I don't, that I mean, kind of hope to get eventually. I mean, sure, if I play enough times, I'll get to that point. But so we were at this boss, and we were just getting absolutely smoked by him. I was getting hit by like every single projectile because I just could not. All right, for the life of me, all right, I just could not like grasp how the boss worked. So I rarely ever made it to like the final phase of this boss, and I just man, it was frustrating. Cause I was getting a little upset because like wow, I really just keep doing the same thing over and over again and keep getting hit. It's like wow, I might be going a little insane, and Exil was kind of experiencing a similar effect because you know when you know how to do something but like are unable to do it as well as you know how you can do. Like you're just not as performing as well as you know you can. I feel like that's what he was going through, and honestly, I relate to that so much. Like, how am I messing up on something I know how to do? It's like I don't think there's a more infuriating thing, honestly. So yeah, we were both struggling a little bit on this boss, just not really having a whole lot of fun with it because you know again we're struggling with it. It was just not really enjoying it as much. But you know after a couple more attempts and after me getting a better weapon that was better suited for the fight, we ended up kind of popping off a little bit and ended up like actually getting to the final stage of the boss and winning. So we killed the boss. It felt good to do that after like the half hour we spent fighting him because let me be clear, this is a hard boss. I'm not happy about it. If anything, is you know I now have a hatred for this boss. I don't like him. I don't like this boss. But you know, it had to be done anyway. We were trying to clear out the whole area, and as we were doing it, there was one boss left. Just one boss left. There's no one else. No other bosses left. We killed them all. Only one boss left to fight, and by God, did it suck. Because we were there for an hour and a half. Like an hour and a half, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but we were there for a long time fighting this boss, and the mental exhaustion was real, dude. Because we were not having a good time. We were just struggling back and forth. And, like, as I try to recall, like, the events that had happened, like, the first phase isn't very hard. There are a few times where, like, there's just a lack of platforms, and we're just not able to, you know, kind of maneuver how we would want to, so that was annoying. The second phase, we had like projectiles jumping at us because, whatchamacallit. And whenever we would attempt to dodge it, we'd always get hit by it because the AI of it or whatever would go for one of us, but shoot another direction because, you know, it's trying to aim at two of us. Not very well designed for two people. Kinda scuffed. GG. And it being a little scuffed is fine. A lot of the bosses are a little scuffed when it comes to, like, two people, you know, fighting the boss, because sometimes projectiles that will normally be easier to dodge with one person are harder to dodge with two people because, you know, you're trying to not get hit, right? But, like, a projectile will go towards you and then just suddenly veer off for, you know, the other person, which can kind of, like, mess up the flow of the fight, especially if you know how to fight the boss. So it's sometimes, like, even if I would be dodging really well or getting like really good parries, like Exil would just be catching strays, or I'm catching strays from the things he like dodged or whatever. It was bad sometimes. But honestly, the worst part of it is just that we were there for such a long time. We were there for so long fighting that boss that we kind of gave up a little halfway through. Like, I just kind of stopped reacting to the projectiles that were coming at me because of just how exhausted I was mentally and physically. It's like, I can't keep fighting this boss for this long. And it's like, the recording session was only like 3 hours long. But here's the thing, right? That's like rookie numbers, right? I've gamed for way longer than 3 hours. But Cuphead takes a good amount of concentration, and doing that, like, you know, for 3 hours straight, you know, that's not, you know, anything crazy. But here's the thing, we never went back, right? We literally fought this boss for an hour and a half, maybe more, maybe less, straight. We didn't even go back to, like, the hub world to, like, recuperate. Like, we didn't do any run-and guns. We just fought the boss. That's all we did. All we did was fight the boss on repeat. That's all we ever did. If we died, we tried. If we didn't like how the run was going, we paused the game, like, retried, start from the beginning. We did this for an hour plus, like an hour and a half. It sucked. It was so mentally draining that by the end of it, there wasn't even like we were definitely excited for, you know, the pain to be over, but like, this man didn't put on his sunscreen. What's wrong with you? So like, I didn't even feel like sweet relief after winning. I just wanted to sleep. I just wanted to close my eyes. Never open them again. Like, fighting that boss was like the biggest pain of all time. Like, it was not fun to fight at all. And like, the thing is, I couldn't like express the frustration at all either, because it was like, you know, it was later at night, so so I had to keep it down in order to not like get destroyed by, you know, like my parents just walking in and just giving me like the greatest lecture of all time, you know. So in order to avoid that, I had to keep it down, but in order to keep it down, I had to not be like getting upset that much, which means I had to like every minor mistake just added more and more to the frustration. It was bad, and just the fact that I couldn't like express how just upsetting it was to be there for so long, unable to kill this boss, made me even more upset. And I feel like Zil was like also feeling these effects, because it's like, dude, we were struggling, dude. Like, we were having a rough time. We were just not having fun at all. It was bad, man. Like, because if one continuous fight wasn't bad enough, slap on another that lasts twice as long. Like, sick, dude. This is awesome. Listen, I like Cuphead. I think Cuphead's a great, challenging game. But that session, too much, bro. I can't believe I was stuck in a corner like that, man. But the session that we had is just too much. It's too much, man. There was just so much happening, so much to keep track of. My brain hurt, man. It was not a fun fight. It was not fun at all. So mentally exhausting. Oh, hey, Moss. I don't think I win this fight. Oh, I was just sick. Anyway, that's been an episode of PvP Legacy. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'm tired, but you know, gotta edit this video, gotta edit the Cuphead video. So if you like me suffering, subscribe, please. Bye.